Sometimes things fall apart in life simply because they're not in the right hands. You see, the value of something often depends not on what it is, but on who's holding it. The same object, when placed in different hands, can transform from ordinary to extraordinary, from worthless to priceless. It's a simple truth with profound implications for our lives, our talents, and even our struggles. Let's take a basketball, for example. In my hands, it's worth about 15s, a simple piece of rubber and leather. But in the hands of LeBron James, it becomes a tool for greatness worth tens of millions. A football in my hands? Maybe $10 at most. But in Peyton Manning's hands, it's worth millions and carries the power to inspire stadiums full of fans. This illustrates how the right person can elevate something to remarkable heights. Our talents, much like those sports items, often need the right environment to flourish. When we find ourselves in the right hands, be it mentors, friends, or allies, we can blossom in ways we never imagined. Conversely, when placed in the wrong hands, even the most promising talents can fade away. Recognizing this truth empowers us to seek out the right influences and opportunities in our lives. Now take this golf club. In my hands, it might be worth $50 at best. But in the hands of Tiger Woods, it's worth $80 million. Again, it all depends on whose hands it's in. If I hold a stick, I might use it to defend myself from a wild animal. But in Moses' hands, it parted the Red Sea. A slingshot in my hands? Just a simple toy. But in David's hands, it brought down a giant. You see, it's all about whose hands it's in. 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread in my hands? That's a meal with a little left over. But in Jesus' hands, it fed thousands. A couple of nails in my hands might make a birdhouse if I'm lucky. But in Jesus' hands, those nails brought salvation and eternal life for all who trust in Him. Ultimately, it's not about the objects themselves, but the purpose they serve in the right hands. This idea transforms how we view our own potential and the influence we can wield. So consider what you hold in your own hands and the impact it can have. Every small action can lead to extraordinary outcomes when guided by purpose. Remember, greatness often starts from humble beginnings. It's the vision and belief behind the action that truly matters. So embrace the power of what you hold and the change you can create. Now, what about the struggles you face, the burdens you carry, and the dreams you hold on to? If they're in your hands alone, they might seem overwhelming or even impossible. But what happens when you place them in the right hands? That's where the transformation begins. So remember, it's not about what you're holding. It's about whose hands it's in. Surrender everything to God and let Him take control. Embrace each moment as a gift filled with possibilities waiting to unfold. Trust in the journey even when the path seems uncertain. Each step you take brings you closer to your purpose. Believe that challenges are stepping stones to greater things. With faith as your foundation, anything is possible. Allow your heart to be filled with gratitude for every experience. Remember that love is the greatest force of all. As you navigate life, cherish the connections you build. Let kindness guide your words and actions each day. In every interaction, seek to uplift and inspire those around you. Your journey is unique and your story matters. Embrace your individuality, for it is your greatest strength. As you grow, remember that growth often comes from discomfort. Each challenge you face is an opportunity for transformation.